What's up? My name is Manitou. I am the current world record holder in the Escapists for like everything. And I decided today I'm gonna make a guide to explain some stuff, get people into speedrunning. So to start off, if you have any questions about the video, any questions about speedrunning, hop in the speedrunning Discord server, which I linked below. It's pretty flames in there. And even if you're worried, hey, nobody's gonna answer my question, don't worry. There's like 5 people in there. It'll be fine. Or 5 active people. So the second thing I want to say before you decide to undergo this endeavor is because this game, The Escapists 1, or as I'm gonna call it, TE1, is such an amazing game. If you have not played this game in like 8 years casually, and you just want to get into speedrunning, like just play through like the first couple of prisons. Like playing casually is super fun, and after you learn the speedrunning or the speedrun, casual gets boring. I mean, not boring, but like it's kind of slow, and you're gonna be feeling like you're doing nothing all the time. Whereas when the speedrun, you're all doing everything in a minute and a half. All right, that's it. Let's get into the prereqs. So the first thing I'd recommend is rebinding your 7 and 8 keys. So if I go into a map right quick, the profile button here, see that little 7, and the journal button 8, and I guess the menu 9. If you press these keys, like if you press 1 to equip an item like this, if you press 7 on your keyboard, it will open your profile. Same thing with 8, opening your journal. And because these two are so important, I would recommend rebinding them to something easy to access. So if you have a mouse, you can throw them on the mouse buttons. So I have 2 mouse buttons on my mouse. I have 8 set to my forward mouse, 7 set to my back mouse. But if you don't have them, there are programs, I guess the word, that you can use that will rebind them, or will rebind the keys for you. So I would recommend rebinding your Q, E, C, V, F, or R. Those are kind of just a couple good ones. Control is not a bad one. Shift, because those aren't used. They're super useful keys. You'll need them for literally everything in this game. So you gotta have easy access to them, because flicking down every time you want to go to your journal or profile or journal, you're going to be going back and forth. You're going to lose like 50,000 seconds, and you're going to be lost. So that's why sometimes you'll see the profile open and I'm not clicking on this, or I see this open when I'm not clicking on this. The second thing is, this game has a lot of mouse flicks and clicks and skills. So like if I'm doing a glitch, I'm going like this, and bam, like that. So I'm flicking all over. I'm doing tons of stuff. So you gotta be. I'd recommend having a little confidence in your mouse skills, even if you don't start out immediately. Clicking to all the buttons you need to. It's not that big a deal. You'll learn it more as you do it, and that's kind of the whole thing with this game. As you play, you start to understand stuff like movement patterns and little intricacies that can help you out if you're struggling in a spot, like you get bad luck or something. You can build your confidence as you play. And the last thing, the final thing I want to say is, this game is as glitchy as it comes. Go to a little call here real quick. The amount of glitches you'll be doing is absolutely insane. So if you don't want to play like where you got this on your screen, like this. I mean, glitch categories aren't for everybody. I am doing glitched. These are all going to be glitched guides. So if you do not want to play glitched, like that's not for you, then this ain't your guide. Let me click on this. So yeah, that's it. The final there's two final things I want to say. One is setting up a live split or an auto splitter. I'm going to pull up mine real quick. It might take a second, so I'll just explain. You're gonna pretty much always, here it is. You're gonna always want a splitter, auto splitter especially, for, you know, nobody wants to press your keybind and you're not gonna be accurate, especially if you're doing ILs. Helps you know like exactly what time you're on. So there is an auto splitter for this game, but it's likely going to change as of the creating of this video, 1/9/24. We're doing some changes with how it works, but currently if you look at it, it starts the first frame, your inventory pop up, and it will end the first frame, the black fade in to leave the prison starts. You can see like a tiny black bar at the edge, and that will split for you or finish the map. So you see I do this, and let's say I escape, it sends me to the next prison, and if I'm reset, I just send back. So you don't have to do all that. Very important if you're doing 100% and 283 and ILs. So like, I would definitely use the auto splitter and live split. There's two videos that I linked. One is by Linkus7 that like everybody's seen who did the speedrunning, but it's just a tutorial how to get initially into live splitting. His is obviously for Wind Waker or whatever game, maybe Twilight Princess, I don't know. But you can follow that to make your thing or your live split look how you want it, like how mine is down here, and when I play here on Center Perks, it's not in the way of my game at all. So like if my splits were too big, like they were taking up the spot, I wouldn't be able to see this, I wouldn't be able to see this, wouldn't be able to see this. This is out of the way, nothing ever goes there. So you'll want to set it up kind of out of the way for you. And there's another video by a fellow TE1 runner, Lacteros14, who made a little guide on how to use or how to install the auto splitter for live split. So the auto splitter may change soon for current like any percent categories, like 100% and 283%. That might change soon to a loadless, whereas if you escape a prison, it will count the time of you being here. We might end up changing it to just being in-game time, but just wanted to say that if you set it up and it changes in the future. Alright, that's that for live split, and the last thing is just explaining this kind of guide. This guide is set up, you can see, in a playlist. This is probably going to be one of the maybe shorter, the next video will probably be shorter, but this is going to be one of the shorter videos. So all I want to say is for each prison I will have one video. So the next video will be on glitches, but after that the third video will be on Center Perks. That's how I fluked. And Shake the Sigma, and Jungle Hellbound, and Honcho, and HFP, and then I'll move on to DLC and go in order here too. I will be covering each video the important runs. So for Center Perks, there's Riot, there's cutting, there's the any percent perimeter breakout, and there is the underground tunnel. Most maps I will be covering 2 escapes, which is underground tunnel and perimeter breakout. Some I will be doing Riot, where it is worth my time. And some will have a low category called wall jump, which I think is just fun and I want to show off. So for example, I will show the fastest Center Perks run first. So if you're doing 100% or you're doing ILs, that's the run you will want if you want to get the best time. So for example, for Center Perks, if I'm doing 100% runs or 283% runs, I'm going to want the Riot run, where I beat up all the guards and go out. The underground tunnel and the perimeter breakout are slower, but I still want to show them off because this is supposed to be a guide, and practicing other categories other than just the fastest one can make it more fun, considering it's the same thing every Alright, that's it for this video. The next one will be explaining the 3 most important glitches. That one will be pretty short. I'll literally just turn off the recording and turn it back on. But yeah, that one is very important. So is this one. But that one is importanter for learning the game. So, yeah, thanks for watching.